Pittsburgh Pirates, Tony La Russa and Lloyd McClendon's teams getting together. These two have a little history. June 3rd of '04, Tony Womack almost hit, and then McClendon and La Russa got together, and somebody said something about somebody's mama. Monday, Hector Luna's slide injured Jose Castillo. Tuesday night, So Taguchi hit by a pitch. La Russa asked about that before Wednesday's game.
Is a young pitcher with a live arm that he just doesn't have good command now. You know, it's just not necessary to try and make a pitch inside at that point. You know, if it's a closer game or whatever.
Now watch La Russa bolt out of here, because as he's doing the interview, a fight breaks out between the two teams behind the batting cage. Now take a look at what started this thing. We're going to have some arrows for you. Dave Duncan, pitching coach of St. Louis, and McClendon. Now they're right up in each other's kitchen, and here comes Gerald Perry, Pittsburgh's hitting coach. Emphasis on hitting. Caught him with a poke right in the kisser. Things settled down. La Russa and McClendon would discuss things. As for the game, Chris Carpenter, Ryan Dumont. Carpenter 8 strong. He'd become the first 18-game winner in the show. He struck out 4. And packing a punch second only to Gerald Perry's on this night. Pujols, his 34th jack job. Cardinals win it 8-3. La Russa ties Sparky Anderson for third in all-time wins list among managers. In a wild card chase, 5 teams separated by 2 games to start the day. Marlins in that mix, taking on the Brewers. A.J. Burnett going for his 8th straight win. Bottom 1, Carlos Lee. And Burnett, a little help. Marlins would make 3 errors in the first inning. 2-run score, 2-1 Milwaukee. Now top 3, 3-1 Brewer lead. Carlos Delgado, his 25th, and just like that, with 2 men aboard, the Marlins have a 4-3 lead, but we're tied now in the 4th. Bottom 6, 2 on. The youngster Ricky Weeks going with it the other way. Damian Miller would score. Another Marlin error by Jeff Conine brought J.J. Hardy home. Brewers take the lead. They go on to win it.
On no outs, Rays leading 3-2. Travis Lee hits a double down the right field line. Lee would have 4 RBIs in the game. In fact, 8 different Devil Rays had RBIs. And among the 8, well, you'd have to include Aubrey Huff. Bottom of the 6th, 2 out, 1 on. And Aubrey Huff with a man on. Get out of town is 18th of the year. Devil Rays have won 9 of their past 12. So, Peter, who's the Indians' key player coming down the stretch?
By percentage points entering the day, taking on the Blue Jays, Mike Mussina going for his 3rd straight win. Bottom 3, no score, Gary Sheffield against Dave Bush. Sheff down the 3rd base line. Here's a top plate nominee coming from Corey Koski. He went all Jeter on it right into the crowd. In the 5th inning, this is when the game turned. It was pretty much over. No score. Mussina in trouble facing Eric Hinsky. Bases loaded, 1 out. He hits Hinsky in the hand. So now the Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead. The next man, full count to Orlando Hudson, walk this way. Greg Zahn makes it 2-0. Still in the 5th. Men on the corners. Vernon's got prospects. Vernon's bona fide. What are you? Vernon Wells, 24th home run of the year, 3-run shot. Blue Jays get 9 in the 5th. Peter Gammons, who's the key guy for the Yanks. Wild card race, White Sox have seen their lead in the Central gone from 15 to 7 since August 1st. Top 1, 1-on-1 out. Go for Everett. Carl Everett off Joe Mays. That's Everett's 19th of the year. Sox lead 2-0. Top 3. Everett's next at bat. Going to try it again. Different part of the yard. Here is Brent Abernathy, having none of it. A top play nominee. We've had a lot of people running into the wall in this series. Tuesday night, Shannon Stewart, a similar catch, robbing Paul Konerko. Stewart left the game day-to-day with a left shoulder injury. Abernathy was playing for Stewart, runs smack into the wall and holds on to make the catch. Remember, Jermaine Dye went crashing into a wall, too, in this series. Bottom 4, Martin Burley freezes Joe Mauer. Burley went 8, struck out 6. Here's Aaron Rowand in a 5-0 game and fouls it off the mask of Mike Redmond. Redmond, tough, stayed in there. Bottom 9, Nick Punto, well, that's just impolite. Cliff Polite giving up the jack to Punto, his 3rd of the season. Now it's a 6-3 game. Burley a little concerned in the dugout. 6-4, Dustin Hermanson going for his 31st save. He is now 4th in the AL. It's against Michael Kadire. Fly to left. 6-4, White Sox get the win. Peter, what about the key guy for the Twins run?
Seconds away right now. The Athletics swinging into Detroit. Jeremy Bonderman's given up 18 jacks so far this season. He would add that total against him. Mark Ellis, his 4th home run of the season, first since late July. That was also against the Tigers. Marco Scutaro lines one off of Bonderman. The pitcher down and pay. We have seen this far too often this season. Bonderman takes it off the right wrist. Trainers would come out and check him out. He would leave the game. X-rays negative. He'll be reevaluated on Thursday. Roman Colon replacing Bonderman. Second batter he faces, Mark Kotsay with 2 on, his 12th. The A's would have a season-high 4 homers in the game and go on to win. So, Peter, who's Oakland's key guy the rest of the way?
Houston's been scuffling a little bit. Shut out a Major League worst 15 times, 3 in the last 11 games. Phil Garner said, "How stupid can it get? You just keep getting shut out. It's stupid." Well, stupid is, stupid does. Astros, though, not shut out in this one. Top 5, tied at 2. They have them loaded up for Jason Lane against Chan-Ho Park. And, oh, do you like to ring him up and punch him out? Houston not getting shut out, but they can't score enough runs. In the 5th, Ryan Klesko. Well, base knock will score Joe Randa to break the tie. Padres up 3-2 now. Miguel Olivo in the 3-2 game. Bases loaded. Klesko and Loretta would score. Trevor Hoffman got his 425th save. He's second all-time. Padres beat the Astros 7-4. Mets and the Diamondbacks and Russ Ortiz. There was some server failure going on in this game because Ortiz just got cranked. He gave up 8 runs. Mike Jacobs, your current Eastern League RBI leader, he went yard twice in this game. He's got 4 homers in 4 games. I don't think he wants to go back to the Eastern League. Jose Reyes in the 5th. Mets already up 10-0, a 3-run job. Mets pounded out a season-high 20 hits. They had 37 hits in the last 2 games. David Wright, crush. A lot of Mets fans very high on him. They're the first team to win consecutive roadies by 13 or more since the 36 Yanks, 18-4 the final.
Nationals winning 2 out of the wild card race. Desperately need of a healthy start out of John Patterson against the Reds. 5-0, 1.67 ERA at home this season. Edwin Encarnacion grounded into the fielder's choice. Sean Casey thrown out at home. Jacob Cruz strikes out swinging, and then Felipe Lopez, a little dribbler. So Nick Johnson ending the threat there. Nationals with 1st and 2nd. Vinny Castilla doubling in deep center. That scores 2. Nats go up 5-1. They win 5-3. Chad Cordero, big league leading 40th save.
It's the Angels and the Orioles. Rafael Palmeiro starting at first. First time since coming off that steroid suspension. He missed 5 games with a sprained ankle. Bottom 5, Angels up 3-0. Bartolo Colon. Eric Burns is up. Burns lines hard. That ends up being a double play. And don't cheat me on the reacts. Burns displeased. Palmeiro in the bottom of the 9th. Sacrifice fly to center. That's his first RBI since coming back from suspension. Rafi was 0 for 3 with that sac fly. Orioles trailing 3-1. Here is K-Rod. There is Javi Lopez. That'll be a little fielder's choice to take care of business. Colon gets his 17th win. K-Rod his 30th save. 3-1. The Angels win it.
Kevin Millar hadn't homered since June the 4th. So watch this, a little fun, a little Red Sox fun. Millar in the top of the 2nd, home run off the foul pole, hits the foul pole. It's fair, of course. Now watch David Ortiz. This is silent treatment, folks. We're going to give Millar the business. 376 road at-bats without a home run. So watch, no congratulations by anybody until they finally jump on. Oh, it's all fun and games till the bottom of the 11th, tied at 3. Bases loaded. Manny Ramirez was playing shallow, not shallow enough. Chip Ambrose, the sac fly. David DeJesus gets in before the Jason Varitek tag. Royals win on a walk-off sac fly. Kurt Schilling starts Thursday. So here's how it looks in the AL East and West. Well, really no change. The Red Sox and Yankees both lost, so Boston's lead remains 3.5. The Angels and A's both won, so the Halos lead remains.
At the plate. Oh, Holiday going with the pitch. Aaron Miles would score. Todd Helton trying to get home. Throw would come in. Former Tennessee quarterback gunned down at the plate, but the Rockies still beat the Dodgers 2-1.
Phillies are 20-7 against the NL West. And the Giants, well, they're still in the NL West. Top of the 2nd, nobody out, tied at 2. Jimmy Rollins shoots one to left. Moises Alou can still make the great patch. Mike Lieberthal would score on the sacrifice fly. Tremendous grab by Alou. Top of the 5th, Corey Lytle. Chopper to short. Omar Vizquel shows off the arm. Check it out again. Lytle comes up lame. He would leave strained left oblique. Phillies up 6-4. Here's Bobby Abreu in the top of the 8th. Going to add to their lead. Chase Utley would score. The Phillies bullpen, they pitched 5 scoreless, allowing only 2 hits. All right, that Phillies win allows them to increase their lead atop the NL wildcard standings to a game and a half.
We'll start at number 10 and reach down on the farm. Staten Island Yankees against the Williamsport Crosscutters, and Brett Gardner making like Torrey Hunter's Class A ball.
Hey, you got Class A. I got Little League World Series. Yoto Kate of Japan against Canada. Kate getting down and dirty. Nice play. Japan advances.
Well, this is how they do it in the big league, Steve. At number 8, Mark Ellis does the kid one better by throwing from the seat of his pants. The A's win over the Tigers 9-2.
White Sox twin Shannon Stewart's replacement, Brent Abernathy. Nice job. Crashes into the wall. Didn't know it was there.
We have borrowed the stupid pet trick segment from Letterman. Dog tricks. Flips the treat off his nose, just like Kobayashi eats hot dogs.
Number 5, Calgary, Toronto, under 30 seconds to go. Bashir Livingston could have just run out the clock. Instead, he'd run it back 111 yards for a touchdown. They were going to win anyway off the Calgary missed field goal attempt. Argos win.
I admire him for not giving up the rouge. Number 4, Blue Jays and Yankees. The Gold Glover, Vernon Wells. Vernon's bona fide again.
Back to the Little League kids. California, Florida. Daniel Gibney, the phenomenal catch at the wall. Had some help there. California, a winner.
And at number 2, remember when Derek Jeter went into the stands? Corey Koski did too. Not quite the same way. Jays win in Yankee Stadium 9-6.
Number 1, we're back to those Rouge fellows. Trey Young, the intercept. Oh. Look out. Jacked up. Hit by the Toronto wideout, Robert Baker. The Argos who win.
Top 10 winning plays. Brought to you by Wheaties.